Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of Free-to-Play Clash of Clans. As you can see, I played a bit off camera and we hit Town Hall 13 and I did remodel my base. So in this episode, I don't really want to focus on the free-to-play aspect. I want to focus on something more general, and it's how the Alchemist saved all free-to-play players. So let's get into it. So make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into it. So first, let's start by removing this tree, claiming some of our resources, checking the trader shop there isn't anything, and let's remove this other tree and start training some troops since we forgot to. But now let's claim some loot from the loot cart, and I want to give a hot take quickly, so we're going to pick a builder-based one, but I don't like clan games because it just is very grind-worthy even for the extra reward, but we're going to take the builder battle destructor, and we're going to complete that later. So let's check the event section, claim some challenge points, and take a look at the clan war. So let's donate to Bob by using gems, of course. I don't really like using troops, but we're going to donate some balloons, and we're also going to donate a zap spell. Let's also give Witty some reinforcements, a zap spell, and let's check out the opposing side. So our mirror opponent is a Town Hall 9, and let's quickly edit our active war base. So we actually need to throw down some scatter shots upon reaching Town Hall 13, and we're just going to place them at the border near the army camps and save our army. So let's quickly go take a look at the Town Hall 9 to see what we're up against. Obviously, we're going to 3-star it. It is, after all, a Town Hall 9 and we're at Town Hall 13. Look at the other Town Hall 13, they're number 14, and I'm not sure if I'm going to attack it. But let's go to the clan capital, and I'm not really going to show you the attacks here because it's very repetitive. Instead, I'm actually going to talk about the Alchemist. However, in case you are looking for an army, I will tell you that I use all super miners plus freeze and zap to help them to go through, and I used to use super miners plus a mountain golem. The mountain golem tanked and the super miners just worked through everything else. So let me talk about the Alchemist a bit. So the reason why the Alchemist or Alchemist is so good is because it obviously lets you convert resources from one type to another. But let's think of it this way, if you were just converting resources, you're not going to get anything out of it. You're just switching resources back and forth. But the Alchemist gives you a small percentage bonus, which means that if you keep on cycling, you're actually going to keep on gaining resources. And if you have too much of one resource, let's say elixir, maybe you have all the laboratory upgrades maxed out, or dark elixir, maybe you have all the heroes maxed out. You can just switch it to another resource you need, like gold, if you're trying to max out your walls, especially for walls. If you guys haven't seen, please make sure you watch Clash of Clans Free to Play #1. I go into depth of why walls are such a big deal. But, the Alchemist, you can use all that extra dark elixir and just convert it into gold or elixir and upgrade your walls. And boom, you can not only make sure you don't lose dark elixir, but also make sure you have, your gold and your elixir to upgrade your walls and max out your base. The only real downside to the Alchemist or Alchemist is that it takes a while to max out and a lot of gems to max out. And, if you're a free-to-play player, there aren't a lot of efficient ways to get gems without spending money. So it does take a while to max out. However, the return on the amount of resources you get is just so big. Like we're talking hundreds of millions or tens of millions of resources. It's, so big that it just completely outweighs the fact that it's so costly. So these super miners here are getting very good value. You can see, they're taking down all the defenses, which is going to make the follow-up attack easier. And even though it just went down, we got a decent percentage. So let's go wrap this attack up, drop the free spell 3 o'clock, drop the zap, and then drop the super miners at alternating sides to funnel them into around the 12 o'clock area. So overall, we did do decent in this raid weekend. We got around 19 to 20,000 capital gold. So let's go spend it on the Super Wizard Tower. So let's go back to our home village and claim some elixir, gold, dark elixir, and we're currently upgrading our Barb King, Eagle Artillery, and scatter shots. We're building them. So let's start with a gold storage, and then let's do um well, we don't have enough gold at the moment, but we do have stuff in the treasury. So now we can upgrade an elixir storage. So now let's go claim challenge points from the gold pass and head over to the builder base to start doing stuff. So let's claim resources, claim some gems, and start an attack. So like I said in the first Clash of Clans series, what you need to do when using your battle machine or battle copter is snipe off the splash defenses. So in this case, the lava launcher and multi-mortar were right outside, which meant that the battle copter could snipe them off before they did anything to the night witches. So while the battle copter took out the lava launcher, the multi-mortar did end up activating, but that's the least of our worries since the roaster is now activated and it's gonna start taking out the bats relatively easily since it deals splash damage. So overall, we ended up going through the first half relatively easy with the battlecopter surviving on pretty low HP, but Night Witches number 4 and 6 survived, which will make the second half of the builder base attack much easier. So now we're on to the second stage, and the only good thing about this is that there are no splash damage defenses, so once the Night Witch's abilities have been activated, it's going to be pretty easy for them to go through the base with the raged bats. So as you can see, the Night Witch's abilities did end up cleaning up the rest of the base along with the Battlecopter support, so this just goes to show that the Night Witches do have pretty good abilities even if they're a bit fragile, and we did end up 6-starring it. So we ended up 6-starring the attack, and let's go select a new Clan Games challenge. This was recorded in the past, so that's why Clan Games is currently going on. And usually I really pick a lot of builder-based stuff because it makes farming the Clan Games medal super easy, but in this case, let's go ahead and pick the haste one. Well, I'll just say it quickly so you guys don't have to watch it. But in the next two attacks, we only got 2 stars due to the layout of the base, and we just did not attack it well. But we did end up getting the star bonus done, so let's go back to the home village. So let's go back, let's claim our star bonus, and keep in mind that our elixir cart we're still saving for upgrades, but it's around halfway full, and we just claimed it. So let's go back to the home village, and let's go check the shop that we can't buy anything. Look at all that progression, but this is free to play. We got to keep it free to play. Let's claim a bit of dark elixir and check on the hero hall. There isn't anything going on. We can't upgrade anything. So overall, be sure to like and subscribe as always, share, and leave a comment. Bye. We'll see you guys next time.